Yo, Maron, what are you doing? Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, do everything you gotta do, man. It goes a long way, trust me. You like my shirt? Get straight into the episode.
This is the Ajiba Award ceremony. Blazers on. It's been a long season. Many ups, many downs, many trials and tribulations, many happy moments, many sad moments. I'm sure if you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be happy to see that this season's come to an end. If you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a Newcastle fan, you'll be over the moon at the result that you've just seen. And if you're a Man United fan, I'll see you on Saturday, the 10th of June. Guys, these are not your usual awards that are going to be presented. These are Ajiba Awards, and a sneak peek, Frank Lampard cleans the lot.
Our content is heavily football based. Football season is over. What the hell are we going to do? We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, we're going to reflect on a season that has passed. What a season that's passed. And welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's as close to a clap as you get from me.
That's my guard of honor, guys. There it is. Wow. So, as always, at the end of every season, awards are given out to certain criterias, and you know the players just received their round of awards. Team of the season's been announced. Young Player of the Year.
Same player.
But we like to call this the Ajiba Awards. These awards are not your typical awards. They're a little bit outside the normal, while including a little bit of the normal twice. So the categories are top 3 goalkeepers, top 3 defenders, top 3 midfielders, top 3 attackers, and then we've got coming up after that is the worst haircut, and then the best home kit, the best kit, the worst kit, best game of the season, most improved player, most impressive team, worst coach, best signing, best goal, biggest howler, biggest individual stinker performance, I'm him moment of the season, and fraud of the season. Fuck, that's a lot of words.
You also forgot about worst signing.
Worst signing.
Yeah,
There's only one anyway.
We'll get better.
What do you reckon, Ani? What do you reckon, Ani?
I think we'll have the
I've
same
got
word.
the suspicion that everyone's got
I went a bit left field because I thought
Me
you all.
Okay.
have
I
the
got
same
4
person.
here. So.
Yeah, you guys always
Okay.
like
And like 3 of them from
We'll
Chelsea.
find out.
Well, what's the point? If we're all gonna have the same answers, just sack 3 of us and not have us on the couch.
No.
Anyway, so kicking off with the first category, we've got the top 3 goalkeepers of the season. Arnie, I'm going to let you take it away.
I'll go Brentford's Raya to start with. Speaks for itself, man. He did so well for Brentford, given the team that they have, especially the defense in front of him. Pulls off amazing saves. Nick Pope, they made Champions League. I think it's just clear cut, man. He's an amazing goalkeeper. I think he should be England's number 1 over. What's the other forward's name?
Pickford.
Yep.
Rickford.
And then number 1, I went to here. Speaks for itself. I think he's got the highest clean sheets. De Gea.
The hair.
Yeah, De Gea.
You're right.
The Goey.
Hey, you gotta speak up, bro. Speak up.
I was like, what?
Speak up, Arnie, bro.
Be loud.
De Gea.
so-
Only reason behind that is because obviously, come on, man. I think he's got the most clean sheets of the season in the whole Premier League. So statistically speaking, he should be my number 1, despite his howler against West Ham.
Couple howlers this season, I think.
Fred?
Yeah, I'm going. So my third best is David De Gea. You can't really concede 7 and 4 like twice and 6 against City and then be best keeper, even though he got the most clean sheets. I've got Edison at second. I just think he's a mad keeper, but he gives you like 1 heart attack per game.
Remember
And then
about that?
my number 1 is Pope because he's him.
He's him. That's a good.
That's it. That's it.
Fair enough.
Justification, done.
Yep. So for me, I put Alisson number 3 because he did rescue Liverpool's season when Liverpool went in gear. De Gea number 2, Golden Glove winner. Despite some howlers, the man would stood up when he needed to stand up. And yesterday capped off a good season by saving his first pen in God knows how long. And Nick Pope's number 1 for me because Nick Pope, like we all agree on, should rightly be England's number 1.
I like that. I'm gonna go with number 3, my boy Alisson. I think if we made top 4, or I think he would have been a bit higher. Number 2, Ramsdale. People really sleep on Aaron Ramsdale. He came from a relegation team. to Arsenal, to suiting how they play, making them that successful. It's very hard. It
No,
is
well done,
because
well
I'm. You're saying the
Absolutely
Gea now. I'm like fuck. Where, like, you know what I mean? Like, and
Well
it's not
done.
like I don't have something against him,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like, where do you put him? But number one has to be Nick Pope, bro. I think getting Champions League football, making that big difference for Newcastle, it's very like, it's a no-brainer to pick him.
There's a feeling he's going to win a couple of awards today, Nick
Yeah.
Pope.
All right, next up category is
Good fodder.
the best defenders.
So okay, too easy. As we said, we're going 3 up. to
Yes,
right.
sir.
I got Dunk for Brighton
Mm.
in third. Honestly,
bad.
man, when he played against, yeah, no, honestly, when he played against Chelsea, I
good
saw the composure that guy had, and I went back and I started looking up, paying attention more to what he did. He's a beautiful force in that back line, man. He's actually good. I'll go Saliba before the injury. He did well for Arsenal, and low key, if you look at how Arsenal started coming down, it's because he got injured. Weirdly enough, not saying that that's the reason why they lost the title, but
Yeah, it's
if
big.
he was still in there, could have been different. Then number one, I'm gonna go Stones, man.
John Stones.
Stones,
Yeah.
bro.
Johnny.
Johnny Stones, man. He had an amazing season. He basically played midfield as well at the end of the season, but beautiful.
Fuck, it's so hard to pick these, eh?
Yeah, it's
It's-
too
it's-
So
many.
this
to be
was
fair, I
probably
left
the
it-
hardest category.
I
I
actually
reckon.
left out a lot of people, but I just went with what I like.
Koulibaly? Any shout?
Bro, do me a favor, guys.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here,
Go
man.
back to Naples, man. I'm done with you.
He called John. You know what the biggest the funniest
Bro,
shit?
the fact that he got John Terry.
He
to give
called
that
John
26,
Terry like a
he-
legendary
he was
moment.
doing something. Oh, let me have your number 26. Oh, get out of here.
He called the most racist bloke in England.
Yeah, I've got so I agree with Saliba. I think but my third best would have to be Botman. The City defenders rotated a lot, like they didn't play that many games. Like they're all like 26, 27 games. So I've just got to pick the ones that played a little bit more. So Botman's my third best. Saliba's my second best because as soon as he went down, that literally started the downfall. Who knows what would have happened if he didn't get hurt because they were playing Rob Holding instead. And the last one is the best defender, Trippier. It's like, bro, he's the most creative, and our defense was cracked, especially the first half of the year. So
That's a good call, man. I'll be honest with you.
yeah.
And I didn't have him there, and
Most
he's my right
chances
back of the
created.
season.
It was like
Acting
12
like-
million as well. Like
Yeah.
we got him for nothing.
That's a good thing when you buy from like a club that's not in England. Anyways. Sorry, I'm being told to speed it up. Speed it up, you know. So number 3, this was actually the hardest category in my opinion, but number 3, you can't split these two. So I went to Labour number 3, for reasons that have been listed by the boys. Number 2, I'm going Trips. So agree with the Fred again with Trips. And for number 1, I went Diaz. So in relation to Diaz, I think with City post World Cup, they kind of had a little bit of a slump, and they were struggling and they were leaking goals, and that defense was a little bit shoddy. And once Diaz kind of got over the little niggle he had, and he came back into the team, that team just went boof. So
Congratulations, my friend.
What?
You know ball.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
that is
that's actually hey, that's a big coming from TK.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
That's
really
big.
is.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just missed mine, bro.
I'm going to tell you, number 3 for me is someone that had a great season until the injury, like we all said for Arsenal, William Saliba. I think he makes Gabriel look like an absolutely gun
Superstar.
defender.
Absolutely.
You know
look
what
at
I mean?
him next
It
to
reminds me
Holding.
of Van Dijk, Matip, that partnership that they had. That's exactly what it is. Matip can have the biggest brain snap sometimes. If you ask De Bruyne about his favourite own goals, it's from Joel Matip. Literally.
Every
I had
time De Bruyne takes a shot, at the Liverpool
every
goal,
time, bro. De Bruyne just cracks it to the left and he just goes in somehow. I got number 2 because they made Champions League and he was so vital to them. Botman. A lot of people don't talk about how good he was, man. He's been flown under the radar. And I'll never forget, Liverpool wanted him when he was still at Lyon. I think it was at Lyon or
Lille.
Leo. Okay, was that one of them? And it was like a big shout. No one grabbed him. Newcastle did the right thing. Number 1 is Ruben Diaz. Honestly, the best defender in the league. Even not off form, just off everything he has. If he stays consistent, I think he can go down as one of the best, bro. When he got back into the team, everything straightened up again. Everything.
have a guess at how old you think he is.
24.
Yeah.
Can I
I
I didn't even know. I thought it
I've
was a
seen
bit
him in real
older.
life at the World Cup, yeah, because I sat very close.
big boy.
Because he is actually so big. It's like I seen Van Dijk and you see him, you're like, what the how these blokes look so different on TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he's number 1 for me, bro.
I'm just gonna do an honourable mention on one
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Freddie's boys, Dan Burn, because
Oh,
no one thought that boy could play left back.
6 foot
So, hey,
four,
hey.
6'7" left back, brother.
I wish we had an honorable shout, honorable
Yeah, so
mention.
I
section.
just wanted to stick that
We'll
one
just
in.
shut that
Sorry,
one. That's
boys.
fine. That's fine.
All right. Best midfielder. Now, I haven't had an input to any of the categories just because I feel like I agree with most of you boys anyway.
Feel like you'd be
But
biased and-
This
in
one
this
here.
category,
De
I
Bruyne
have-
1, De Bruyne 2, De Bruyne 3.
No. In
The
this
whole city
category,
neutral, bro.
Kevin De Bruyne is left foot.
in
He's
this
right foot.
category, I am gonna have my opinion first.
Go
Okay,
on.
in the midfielders, it's Bernardo Silva number 3, Rodri number 2, and KDB number 1.
Literally.
That,
What did I say to you?
I'm not being an ass kisser, bro. You cannot tell me any other midfielders play better than them 3 this season.
Okay.
Hey,
there-
the
I-
panel
that's
is good
that's,
object.
that's my opinion.
Mikhailo Mudryk.
Bro, Bernardo played probably one more game on the.
Hey, remember that time he skinned Milner? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
very
had
cool.
Noni Madueke, I had Kante, and
Madueke?
I had Enzo Fernandez.
Get out of here, bro. As soon as he said Madueke, I was like, what?
No, honestly speaking,
Who's that?
I had
I'm joking.
I had
I'm joking.
Sassuolo,
Sounds like a
third,
sweet.
the Brighton.
Caicedo, yeah.
Caicedo, see, wow.
Wow.
Caicedo as third. Then I had KDB as second, and my number 1 is Bernardo Silva because I think people really downplay his greatness, but that kid is sensational.
That's a crazy. That's a crazy list.
Yeah. If I had those 3 in my team, I'm winning the Premier League. I don't care what you tell me.
Bro, there's no wrong answers here because there's
And
so
the 3
many
that
good
I gave
wins.
you did win the Premier League.
Oh,
So.
shut up.
He played 4 games. Enough.
Who?
Bernardo Silva.
No, he didn't.
He
No,
did, bro.
didn't. Played 20
I know. I'm just being a fucker.
okay, I was
Fuck me
about to
dead.
say,
Anyway,
I didn't
Fred,
can't remember the
Fred,
that.
Yalla, Joel
listen.
Linton.
No. I don't know. There's no Newcastle player here.
Okay.
I've got Casemiro as the third best because he's literally United, and whenever he doesn't play,
I agree.
they look like a bunch of 11. Like they don't know how to play football without him. My second best is Martin Odegaard because he was unbelievable for them. And I guess he disappeared in the big games, but he was there against Newcastle and scored a mad goal against us. So I got to give him props. And first is Kevin De Bruyne.
That's not a bad shout.
Yep.
That's actually a good list.
Gundogan, honourable mention
Oh, bro.
from everyone, I
Yeah,
think.
Gunda,
Yeah.
true.
He needs his own category
Yeah.
for breaking hearts when the time comes.
For sure.
I hate his head.
Yes. So
I won't forget the rocket sound, cuz. I won't forget it.
midfielder. So for me, number 3, Martin Odegaard. Number 2, Moses Caicedo, because the bloke was playing left back too, and he did put a shift at left back and playing in the middle of the park. And number 1, he only played for 6 games, but you know what, bro? When you turn up for 6 of the most important games, you win leagues. So well done, Kevin. Well done, Kevin.
Yes.
Well done,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I asked Mems for two categories, DM and CM. But he's like, no, we're only allowed to have one, which made it very hard. And number 3, I'm going to have to go Casemiro. If he doesn't play, massive difference to United. They literally struggled so much, bro. He's had no creativity, nothing without him. The reason why he's not number 1,
Bro, he missed like
because
12 games.
because of his red cards. All right, a lot of people told me 1, 2, 3, but he's impacted that team. Can rank him up there. Number 2 is Kevin De Bruyne. I don't feel like Kevin De Bruyne had the best season ever. Honestly, like I know everyone was saying Haaland assist and oh my god, and that photo of them two every single game, but it wasn't his best season, bro. But in the I'm him moments.
What Henri said as well about.
What did he
You
say?
remember what he said?
Yeah, apparently De Bruyne's going through something very, very tough, and we don't want to. We don't know about it. Why not? So, especially with the Belgium thing, I don't think. But number 1 has to be Odegaard, bro. I think he deserves a lot of respect. I don't know how he's like 21. What is he? 21 years old.
20.
He's the leader of the Arsenal team. I know he's not the leader we all look at him as, but he's starting to really build himself into the Premier League, bro.
Yep. The attackers category has one rule: no Haaland.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, thank
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
Fuck
No,
me.
we know that. We know that.
yeah,
No
he's
Haaland.
number 1.
You
We
can't
know
pick
that.
Haaland.
I wasn't even gonna put him number 1, but
Now
straight out
I'm
wasn't
but
putting him
it's-
number 1.
It's 2, 3, 4.
Kane was number 1, bro. Fuck that.
No, I know that.
It's 2, 3, 4 because
already-
Haaland.
he's
No,
not
no.
putting him. What?
Haaland's my number
No,
2,
no.
but
No.
Haaland
Take him
is
off.
not in the 1 category, 1 to 3 category. He's out of that.
He's out of
So
it.
we all know Haaland. Mabruk, he's got 7,000 goals. Congratulations. Now we'll speak about ballers that actually ball for their teams, right?
Oh, I actually had a decent list. As if it's actually not bad. All right.
Okay, my list.
Lukaku, not at Chelsea anymore.
Alright,
Drogba.
my list is number 1. I'm gonna go number 1 first. Actually, no, I'll go number 3. Number 3, Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
number
yeah.
2, Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he put a slip on this awards? Or?
He's paid you under the table.
Ivan Toney. Number 2 and number 1, Harry Kane.
Okay.
Good boy. I was waiting for you to not say Harry Kane.
Hey,
Right, if you don't score 30 goals and not make it to the top of that list.
Something wrong with you. Yeah.
Harry Klaasane.
Alright, so initially I had Haaland first, but obviously, as you guys have heard, I can't use Haaland because apparently he's just a given. Okay, so I'll go Bukayo Saka. Amazing season, lad, and you're still young. Ivan Toney, stop placing bets, lad. Now, we're not having you for 8 months of next season.
He's coming back before Christmas, right? Just before
Just for
Christmas?
Nah, 16 Jan 2024.
Okay.
I'd go Kane as my number one after that because come on, man, like they had a shocking,
So we're the exact same
so
list.
exact same list,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
exact
wow.
same list, exact same list.
If there's no Haaland, if he's automatic number one, I'm going Saka. I'm like it's him or Salah, I think, but I'm gonna go Saka. Number 3. Number 2 is Marcus Rashford, and number 1 is Harry Kane.
Marcus Rashford,
Bro, Rashford had like a 3-month stretch where he could not stop scoring.
How much did England transfer you, bro?
And then what happened?
England.
Yeah,
Guys, you have no right to disrespect any of my players.
How
He was
many
the- he
goals
was
did
the
I
whole
play?
We were
attack.
going so well until someone
How many
mentioned
goals was
Rashford.
Bro, how
Guys,
could
he's
you-
in the
this
top
is-
5 goal scorers in the league this
Cuz,
season.
He's gonna be on. He's gonna be in so many things in
Right.
this list.
Wait, finish the list.
He's got
So
30.
number 1 is Kane.
Okay, so do
Bro,
the
Rashford
list
scored
again.
30 goals on comp.
You can get
So
to
wait,
talk about Rashford.
Wait,
This is your list.
How-
Bukayo Saka, Marcus Rashford, and Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you putting Saka in there
Calm
before
down.
Rashford,
Calm
bro?
down. Let's
Come
go
on.
take it.
Come
Go,
on,
go,
bro.
go, it's your list.
Calm down.
All right,
No, no, go your
firstly, all right, I'm gonna go. Saka's not in my list because I'd even argue Martinelli had a better season than Saka.
No,
for
stop.
Arsenal. No, stop.
Martinelli's all
No, no.
goals, bro. Like,
Okay,
but Saka's everything.
Anyways,
Marcus Rashford.
I'll
Number
take- okay,
number
go.
3, it's a tie. I don't care who gets it, but it's between Rashford and Grealish for me. I couldn't split him down the middle. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I think Grealish has done very well. It's gone understated. Rashford fell off a cliff towards the end of the season.
And the start of the
So
season.
After the injury, no, start of the season
Post
was okay.
World Cup up until about.
Bro, he
Up
became
until his
R9
injury,
after the World
he
Cup.
just went that way. So Rashford and Grealish tied up. Harry Klaasane's number 1. I had Haaland in here as well. But if I'm not going to have Haaland, I want to give a shout out to Mitrovic. That loose cannon. I bagged him out. Bagged him out at the start of the season. But he played well. Unfortunately, he missed a pen yesterday.
Only because
so-
he missed the penalty. That's why he's only giving him a shot. I love you, bro. Thanks. Are you working with Ivan Toney as well?
Nah, but he's a hard. Didn't he get rid
Nah,
of
he's- hey,
Didn't
he's-
he play in the championship last season?
Bro,
as
he's
well?
actually a proper
Number
footballer.
9,
And
old school
loyal as
number
well.
We
9.
got
Old
relegated
school,
with him
proper
too.
loyal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Proper.
I hear all the Rashford talk. I hear it. I understand because me and Zach argue all the time, right? Rashford's this, Rashford's that. If Rashford's not scoring a goal, he's not really doing much. And the start of the season, you say this yourself, the start of the season, he was nowhere to be found, right? I think Sancho was playing a bit better than him. Then the World Cup came and he absolutely balled out. And I gave him his flowers. And I'm the last person to give any United player their flowers. But what happened after that? I don't know. When they needed goals, he was just disappearing, MIA. So I'm going to put him number 4. I think he has to get a mention because he's been unbelievable this season. Number 3 is Ivan Toney. What's he scored? 20 goals?
Yeah,
20 goals this
He's-
season
he's
with
third.
Brentford. So I had Rashford at 4, Ivan Toney at 3, unbelievable season. Number 2 is Saka. Now, people disrespecting Saka, bro, right? He was the best right winger in the league, and the league had Mo Salah in it. The league had $100 million players like Anthony, right? The league had
Fucking.
Okay,
look
he had
what
a lot of-
Chelsea had.
Chelsea have like
They-
14.
There's
Chelsea have
15
their own
right wingers.
Bro, Chelsea have their own changing room just for right wingers.
Thank you.
There's literally too many
We
of them.
got Hudson-
And they all shit.
And he,
Hudson Odoi
and he
coming.
scored, and Saka, like Rashford, scored the big goals that mattered the most. You know what I mean? People were telling me Salah has the same stats, but Salah didn't really score those massive goals that changed the game.
Said that to him.
You know what I mean? It's the
He
truth, but
scored goals in games where you lost.
no, because Liverpool fans were comparing like, oh, look at this season, which is true because his standard's so high, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't really. He didn't really
They weren't
play.
game
He
changing
didn't really
goals.
play that well for me to say, because if he did play a bit well, I'll have him in this list.
Nah, but even for him, he's in himself. He knows he didn't have a good season.
And
So-
number 1 is Harry Kane, the best striker in the Premier League. Right? I don't know if you can put him and Haaland together, but if you put Haaland at Tottenham, I promise you he's not scoring 10 goals.
Mate, my favourite category now, this is the one I was looking most forward to.
What's this?
Quick round. Worst haircut.
Oh, this is easy.
Is
Oh, this is
easy.
easy.
Saint Maximum, bruv.
Which
Oh,
Alan,
There's 17
Saint-
of them, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
worst
bro.
haircut.
Alan Saint Maximum, sir. I love you, but I don't understand what you're going for. You got a fade at the front and dreadlocks at the back.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
There was one he looked like Marge Simpson, bro.
Because didn't he
like-
put implants or like
I don't know
extensions?
what- I don't know. I can't tell you what it is anymore. So I'm gonna go for him because I can't tell you what his haircut is.
Okay.
I can't.
It's like Picasso, bro. You just can't see it.
yeah.
Mems, what's yours?
Emerson Royale.
Okay, fuck, I took mine.
Emerson Royale.
Bro, I got Raheem Sterling, cuz.
Yeah, oh, with the baby dreads.
What the hell is Raheem Sterling's hair, bro? But like Raheem changed it. Like with a base haircut, I just hate Jack Grealish's. But like,
I like his haircut.
but no. In all honesty, like, bro, Raheem Sterling, the couple of them that he had this year were just
Shocking,
yuck.
shocking.
Mine didn't. I didn't really think of a category. So the only thing that stood out to me that I didn't like was Haaland's ponytails in training.
What about when he
When he let
took
it
his
out and
hair
scored?
I was gonna
And
do
scored.
the
That
best
was
hair.
amazing.
That was
Sorry?
sick.
That was amazing.
All right. Best haircut.
I'll just go fuck myself.
Oh,
eh?
sorry.
There's two. Emerson Royale, because the guy's got a duplex at the back, and I don't know what the fuck's going on at the front. Yeah, no DA approval, nothing. Cuz.
Is it rented out?
That
mate?
was the worst haircut I've ever seen. Cause JB, man, if you don't follow JB, go follow him. But he explains Emerson Royale's haircut perfectly. That's number one. Number two is Mr. Injury, Mr. Sidelines. Reece James when he had that green trim.
Oh, yeah.
Bruv, I know you want to be on the pitch, but you don't have to be the pitch. You know what I mean? You don't have to be. What the hell are you doing?
It's camouflage, bro. The defenders can't see him with the green hair.
The only thing that we can see is him in hospital beds, cause
True.
nothing else.
All right. Best kit and worst kit.
Best kit, I'll go Liverpool's green. Worst kit, I'll go Wolves. I can't stand Wolves kit, bro.
But just the plain yellow one. You don't
Yeah,
like.
I can't
Okay.
stand it.
I get
For
that.
me, the best kit is Brighton's away kit, the red orange.
What?
I really like that kit.
They're wearing high
We need to
vis,
fix your
bro.
fashion,
They're
boy.
wearing high vis trades.
We need to
Hey,
fix your fashion.
it's
A
not
bunch of
high
traffic
vis,
controllers.
Bro,
That's what the
take him to work with you tomorrow.
They're all
I saw
wearing
that
the Brighton
I saw it
kit,
in
bro.
person. Okay, in person, it's really nice.
Fuck, on the
When
screen,
the
it
players
just
are
put
wearing
my
it,
eyes.
when the players are wearing it, it's a really nice kit.
Alright.
And the worst kit is Liverpool's away kit with the cheese grater.
Yes,
on the front.
alhamdulillah, you said it. I don't have to say it.
The little
I
I already
hypnosis.
said mine.
Fred?
My favorite kit is the Newcastle Saudi Arabia kit.
That's
I like
hot.
that kit.
The white, I love it so much. And the worst kit, I hate the Man City away kit so
Oh,
much.
the
Red,
Puma?
black, and gold
No, the
just
high
does
kit.
not
It looks
work.
like they play rugby union in that kit.
Ugh.
That's a rugby union kit, bro.
Oh my god.
Do it here.
What was it? Best kit for me came down to two. Leicester's third kit, the gold one.
Oh, yuck. That's what I was talking about before.
Rate that.
You like it?
Yeah. Or the Palace away kit. Worst kit, I said United's third kit or Spurs' away kit. That
Oh,
like,
the- yeah.
that purple.
Looks like a tennis ball.
yeah.
I thought we were at the Australian Open or something when you watch him play. Best kit. There's only one answer. Oh, there's a few actually. Liverpool's green kit, yeah, whatever. Crystal Palace's home and away kit
Yeah,
is
man.
big drip. I came this close to buying it and putting Eze at the back, but I'm like, fuck, I can't keep buying these other teams' jerseys, man. If they ever beat me 1-0 or something, I'll be burning.
Yeah, he's got to turn around and look at it.
But Ben Rama almost scored and he's right on the walls burning. The worst kit. I got a few. Liverpool's away. United's third is the third green.
Yeah,
That's
third green.
shocking. And I swear to God, the worst kit. I don't know what this designer was thinking. Wallah Lazim should get fired ASAP. He did. Sorry.
Best game of the season.
This was
For
ours.
me, it was the Arsenal Bournemouth 3-2 when Bournemouth went 2-0 up.
That was a good game.
Oh, actually, I have one.
That was a very good.
That was a good
um,
game. Reece Nelson was it in the
yeah.
90
Yeah,
90
yeah.
something.
I got two. Tuchel and Conte. Entertainment in it.
Yeah.
The punch-ons, everything was too good. And then I got when Brentford clapped Liverpool just before Christmas, or was it just after
The
Christmas?
Buemo Kanate should have been a foul.
that
I'll never
was
forget.
So good.
Everyone
They
gets
clapped
fouls for
City
that.
that week as well.
Yeah, so that whole those are my top two games.
They did the double clapping.
My best game, I've got a couple, but my favorite one was a City Newcastle 3-3.
That
That
a good
was
game.
when we announced our arrival, I guess, as a contender for top four. And then some people still didn't listen and they got burnt. And I also really liked the Liverpool and Spurs game towards the end of the season,
That
where
4-3.
Expressions was celebrating the third goal, and then Jota scores the fourth right after.
End the stream, Dave.
I had a couple. I said United versus City. Said
Which one? The 6-3?
No, not that one.
Oh,
that one's.
The offside one.
Yeah.
The offside one.
Ah,
I
offside,
said
okay.
Arsenal versus Man City 2, not 1. Spurs versus Man City. And I said the Newcastle versus Spurs demolition job.
That was
Oh,
that was amazing.
I'll never forget that because we were all on Snap that day.
Hey, we were active. Hey, what do you mean? We're like, how do we make a group snap where we can all send it and like have a subscription for people?
That's the reason.
We actually thought we were him.
I wasn't even watching the game. That's the worst. worst part.
Bro.
I remember watching. I'd open your snap, and then 2 seconds later, he's talking.
Yeah.
To you. And then you see
It's like, I can't believe it.
That was the night up the sport with being frauds.
We're watching Bournemouth and another team. It was
Bro,
Bournemouth and
Newcastle
another
versus
team.
Spurs, Gary O'Neill, Bournemouth's managers there. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, who's
That
that
point
He went
team
for
was
20 minutes, bro.
Marcus Tavernier, what? We got him back.
we got him back.
But the reason I didn't put that is it was over in 8 minutes.
Yeah, but it was just everything that happened around it. Like, so.
Bro. Liverpool 7-0. Okay, I was so scared about that game, bro. I'll be honest with you.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. They got their 7-Up cup.
We got 7-Up cup. Well, you made Champions League. Just only get knocked out in group stage against fucking
When-
Porto.
when- when did you
Calm
get knocked
down.
out?
You'll see each other
Calm
in Europa
down.
League, don't worry.
Calm down. It's fine. We got knocked out against Real Madrid, right? The ones that balled out on everyone.
It's all right.
So-
Weren't you up 2-0 that game anyway?
Yeah, and then it was 5-2. Yeah. I don't know, because in the first half... One second. No, let me cook, bro. I'm cooking now, right? I'm cooking now. Because in the first half, it was only 1-0. And Gakpo was like, oh, Gakpo, we didn't sign him. And then the guy just decided to ball out. Darwin Núñez, flop of the season, decided to ball out. Salah decided to send Lisandro Martinez into another
We're
galaxy.
talking about the best game.
This is the best game.
This is game
7-0.
This is the game against Real.
Actually, we're talking about the Real game.
Nah, I actually don't want to talk about the 7-0 game, but that was one of the best games of it. But Brighton Brentford 3-3, right? I know you don't pay attention to these teams, but this is my favorite football to watch ever.
The hipster teams, right?
This is the
The
teams that,
football
brother,
hipster
the fans
teams.
are awake.
That's
and-
why we're wearing blazers today, because this guy watches these teams.
But yeah, bro, that and Arsenal Bournemouth was a good game.
Even Arsenal Villa, bro.
That was
Yeah,
there was
that
so
was
many.
my
Jorginho.
second option.
I was like, that was
yeah.
like, because we're all like, it's done.
Yeah.
And then,
Boom.
yeah.
They cooked.
Most improved player.
I think we all have the same one, yeah. Or maybe not.
I don't
No, no.
think
We
so.
should.
I got 6, so
I just did
Who
one.
do you
I
got?
did
I
one.
just did one.
There's no
8-6.
answer.
Well, I got Martin Odegaard. I don't know why. I got him.
Yeah, that's good
First
shout.
one
I got Marcus Rashford, bro.
Okay.
I went Granite Xhaka.
Oh, actually, out of all, that's
Yeah.
sensible.
Who's yours?
Weirdly enough,
Okay, Almiron, Grealish, and Luke Shaw.
can't complain with any of that.
Each and every one of them have
Yeah.
had an unbelievable season.
I can't complain.
I personally think Grealish has been the most.
Grealish has
impressive.
been
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah, he's been
Price tag, he's living up to it a bit.
Justified.
Yeah.
the most impressive team.
Oh, come
For
on.
me, most impressive this season has been Aston Villa.
Ooh.
They've exceeded. a
They've
lot of-
rivaled City's
They-
form
they
since Emery's
fought-
come in.
They fought. I mean, they were in relegation when Gerrard left. They were fighting for relegation. They finished 6th. That's ridiculous.
That's
Did they
crazy.
actually?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Bro, they've got the most points, I think, most home game wins since.
Yeah, since
Bro,
Emery took over, bro.
When,
They've
when
been
you got rid of what's his name?
Gerrard.
Gerrard.
They were
No,
like
when
8th.
we got rid of someone.
Potter,
Yeah,
Tuchel, which one?
When we got rid of Potter, I think they were like
Behind you.
just
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
telling me that they're 6, that's amazing. Me personally, I'll say City.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I'll say
Bro,
City.
to go on that
bro.
They
unbeaten
shocked you?
run,
Bro, it's not that. It's not that they shocked.
They done it
It's-
again.
They've done it again, and the mental strength that it takes
Crazy.
to know that there's a team in front of you that in this moment, mathematically speaking, they could lap you, and to stay within it and do that in the Premier League
I
consistently.
always say,
Better.
My favorite team this year, bro.
I'm mostly impressed with Chelsea because I don't understand how you can be that shit. And when you spent more in the transfer window than the Saudis bought Newcastle for.
Literally.
There's new levels.
That's a
There-
big stat.
Bro,
That's a big
there's
stat.
new
bro,
levels.
that's a left hook.
Like we did
That's
not.
a Mike Tyson.
I'm sorry, Arnold, but I'm actually impressed with how bad you are. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible.
Come back, bro. We need you, bro.
Possible, bro.
We need you, bro.
Eliminated the fuck out of that.
Man, he's got a
I just
point.
gave him a
He's got
Tyson
point.
uppercut. Cuz.
Literally.
But yeah, they impressed me definitely.
Seriously, like that's
Wow, I can't believe it.
Point.
So
Okay, cool.
I had 3 teams in here. So the first one was combined Bournemouth and Fulham. I was expecting one of those 2 teams to get chopped or go down. And then the second one that impressed me is Hodgson. Boy, I didn't know how Roy Hodgson
Oh.
could get boys fucking playing like that.
Fossil
Go on then, lads.
Fossil
Yeah, so I had to put Roy Hodgson in there.
Who Crystal Palace towards the end of the season?
Yeah, Hodgson.
Oh,
ball.
man,
No,
bro.
not
Crystal
Vieira
Palace.
ball. Hodgson ball.
No, we make that clear. Not Vieira. I'm gonna go with there's 2 teams. Brentford, because everyone knows in the second league and the Premier League is always just so much harder. The hype is dead. You know what I mean? But bro, they finished 7th, 8th,
Nine.
9th. Well, that's still very impressive. And Fulham, bro. Fulham lost Mitrovic for a very, very long time.
8 games.
And
I
what
think it
they
was.
finished in the top 10, I think.
Yeah.
And bro, we always write off Fulham, so they're two of the most impressive teams. Honorable shout out to Brighton. Big drip.
Worst coach and best coach. I think
This
everyone's
one's
gonna
easy.
everyone's gonna have the same. Quick.
Worst coach, I've got Lampard. Easily. Lampard's the worst coach whole season for me. Fuck him.
How do you take
Sorry.
two teams to relegation
I'm
zone?
so
Yeah.
sorry, fuck you, bro. And
60.
the best team, for me,
Coach.
the best coach, for me personally, I'm gonna have to give it to when I'm what did it for like sensation.
Nice. Good
Sensation,
call.
what it did. Oh, honorable mention Eddie Howe. I'm sorry.
let him do
He
it.
just shut on you,
man.
bro.
Let him do it.
No.
I wasn't looking at you. I was just getting ready
No.
because I'm like, man's giving me the look. Like, he knows exactly what I'm going to say.
Everyone knows who you're
The
gonna
worst
say.
coach is Lampard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best coach is Eddie Howe, and I don't think it's a debate. We had a 21-point boost from last season. People always say, "Oh, a manager needs time." Eddie Howe legit needed no time.
18 months, but
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I think this is the most unanimous vote of the night. Like, no
one's
question,
not
no
gonna
ifs,
say.
buts. No one wants to argue this. Do not ever get another job in the Premier League.
Never,
Please,
please.
please.
Until you get
Actually, you know what? For shit thing gigs, fuck it. Someone hire.
No, he doesn't even have vibes anymore, cuz.
Until you get some, I can't look at his face. On this bro.
To be fair,
Unanimous.
Chelsea game.
to be fair, it's not his fault. The Chelsea thing's not his fault.
Bro, fuck.
But still, like, yeah.
What about Everton?
But how many wins did he get this season?
No, but you know what pisses me off? Is he
Three?
took the job. He took the job. Why would you? Money, if you want money, all right, I get
But
it.
do you know what pisses me off about the Chelsea thing? For example, I'll make this really quick. Like, he's coming to Chelsea and he's trying to do the job, like he's gonna get the job.
Yeah.
Not trying to set the team up for next
Yeah.
season. That's the most frustrating thing. You're like, bro, this is a club legend. Anyways, sorry. Manager of the year, I've gone De Zerbi number 3, Eddie Howe number 2,
Number sick.
and number 1 I've gone Ten Hag. Now this one is I feel like Ten Hag's been slept on and overlooked. I know we got slapped a couple of times, but we're in 2 cup finals. We had a good Europa run, and we fucking finished 3rd. So if anyone's going to tell me that all the trophies this year are staying in Manchester, whether it's City or United, every single trophy is staying in Manchester, and there's a real possibility we could finish with 2. So
That's very true.
that's all I'm going to
Bro,
say.
you're giving him credit for City winning possibly 3.
No, not 3. No.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but-
I'm joking.
I like how they look at each other like, what, say something.
Hey, well, wait.
Hey, save this for next week. Save this shit for next week.
He was like, say something.
You saw me holding myself. I looked at
And he's looking at you like,
I looked
what?
at him, bro. I looked at him. I'm like,
Don't make me speak.
Worst coach, I got a few. Southampton as a whole.
whoever they hired.
As
yeah.
a
Not
whole.
the last bloke.
One
I
sec,
think the last bloke
I
did
I
okay.
feel bad for him, but as a whole, they got rid of that Raffle, whatever who's been with him for that long.
Hasenhüttl?
Hasenhüttl, he was with him for
Hasenhüttl.
so long. I remember he pulled off some shock results sometimes.
No, can I
But
say
he didn't
something?
get backed, man.
He never got back, so
I
that's
hated
why
him.
I'm picking the Southampton
House
Yep.
and home.
I hated
all
him.
together.
I hated him for when he
Gerrard,
cried when he drew
Steven
against
Gerrard,
Liverpool.
Yeah.
my legend, but just don't come
Just
too
like
early.
Lampard.
Don't get there too early in the Premier League, bro. Just take your time.
Hang out.
Go to I don't know
Do what
Rangers.
company did, bro.
Yeah.
Do what company did. Go earn your
Yeah, but
promotion.
if company now in the Premier League fails miserably,
Yeah.
people will still say, but at least he
He still get another crack.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
look
of
at
course.
Scott Parker, for example. Like even
No,
Scott
but
Parker
even Gerrard
brought a
has
team
that.
up.
Even Gerrard has still a bit of thing. Lampard has no more. Like,
Nah, he's lost
whoever
his
hires
credibility.
Lampard wants the club. It's like Ted Lasso when the lady hires.
Yeah.
That's what Frank Lampard is going to be now. Yeah, and I got Vieira as well. Lampard, Gerrard, Vieira, and Southampton. Best coach, my number 1 coach, right? Eddie Howe is not number 1. He's above number 1 because what he did was unbelievable. But De
He's the
Zerbi,
Erling Haaland of this category.
yeah, De Zerbi was unbelievable, bro.
Yeah.
He took over. He took over Brighton. No Graham Potter, right? They took everything. Don't forget, they took the whole backroom stuff. Everyone went to Chelsea, right? So he's got to start fresh now. He lost Trossard, arguably his best player, before we knew about McAllister and Caicedo. Matoma comes in. He had faith. The way they play is unbelievable.
And Ciso comes in.
And
to us
they
something.
just know exactly what they're doing. I think he's number 1. Number 2 has to be Pep. I think Pep Guardiola. The way he
Yeah, none of us shouted Pep Ashes. That's
Pep deserves a big shout out, and I didn't put him number 1 because the job's a bit easier than De Zerbi's job.
or
But
any other man.
for him to be under that pressure, allegations coming in as well. Don't forget.
Cancelo.
Sorry.
I was waiting. The allegations. Don't say it. Cancelo. There was a lot of dramas in the changing room as well in City. This is why it's a good club. You don't hear about it, but you can tell when they're not really winning. And then the last one has to be Southampton, not Southampton, Bournemouth's Gary O'Neill. Keeping them up, getting results against Liverpool, unbelievable. They're my three best purchases.
Thank you, boys. Best signing and worst signing. I feel like worst signing is going to be the most unanimous category.
Nah, I might be a little
I'm
bit
different, but go on.
There's so
Go
many
on.
of them.
No,
Go on.
Yeah, but there's one bloke is clear in the worst signing category. We can all agree with that.
There's a
Yes.
little bit of a tie.
Okay,
I'm going to remind you of some as well, but
Well,
go on.
best signing, I'm just going to say and vote mine in is Isak.
Yep.
I think it was the smartest signing.
Big drip.
And worst signing, I'll leave it. I'll let you boys talk
Yep.
about that.
Arnold.
He's an expert on
First to
this.
11, just name your whole
Actually,
team.
worst signing anyone that Chelsea signed as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, we're signing everyone that we signed apart from Enzo. On top of that,
And Madueke.
I literally said everyone in my team apart from Enzo and Madueke. To be fair, you got a point. Also, Richarlison, terrible. And then best signing, I want to go to. I'll go Eric Haaland. I said Erling Haaland and Casemiro.
For the worst signing for me, it's a split between Richarlison and Mudryk. The fact that they spent like 100 million on Mudryk, he just played in
Dynamo
Ukraine.
Kiev.
What was it?
No,
Ukrainian
Shakhtar
league,
Donetsk.
Shakhtar Donetsk.
And it worked for Arsenal. That's the best.
Brother, I don't get it, man. Don't get it. I don't even know why he's getting signed for that much in the first place. You's got hustled, bro. You's got hustled.
No, we hustled us.
The best signing for me,
It's tough, huh?
is probably like Nick Pope was this season, eh?
Yeah.
Because Nick Pope was
Nah,
10.
No,
Yeah,
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 it
yeah,
was
yeah,
10.
yeah.
It was
Relegated.
10
Burnley.
mil.
He came from Burnley.
Yeah, 10 mil, bro.
That's
10 mil for
that's
is just amazing business. Obviously, Isak is there too, but Haaland's got to be there. Casemiro's got to be there because he's literally exactly what you needed for the last 10 years.
Erling Haaland, you are banned from all our categories.
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
sorry.
Yeah,
I don't think he cares, cuz.
It's no disrespect, lad. It's
No
just
disrespect.
The guy's playing.
But yeah, for me, I think Pope is the best because of how cheap we got him for and how, especially the first half of the season when we just couldn't concede a goal, they kept us afloat.
Okay, my team.
Come
Alright,
on.
worst signing for me. This bloke didn't even kick a ball in the Premier League. As much as we can write off Richarlison and Mudryk, Arthur at Liverpool has to be the worst.
Oh,
signing.
yes.
The bloke did not.
No,
kick
but let me
the
teach
ball.
you something. That's
Huh?
not that was money laundering.
Yeah,
He just
Wasn't
came
it
to
alone?
claim money.
whatever it is,
I'm talking
whatever
shit.
it is, he's got to be the worst signing. So for me, he just peeps.
30 minutes he played, I
Yeah,
think.
he
30
peeps
minutes.
Richarlison and Mudryk, and I'm putting Gordon in there as well because I think Gordon, the amount of money you paid,
Thank you. That
the
was a
amount
bit
of
too
money you
over.
paid
Yeah, but like
was a lot.
he's got more goals than Mudryk, and he was half the price of Mudryk, and he's still the best. He's still not as bad.
Best signing for me. Quickly, I'll go through it. I'll put Julian Alvarez in there as well. He was cheap as pennies. Haaland for obvious reasons, and Casemiro was my number one because even I had doubts about Casemiro. So yeah,
I never had any doubt about it.
Zero.
Zero.
I just thought it was too old.
I watched him too much in the Champions League against my team to tell you that.
It was his age worried me. That was about it.
Worst signing. There's a lot of names here that we've forgotten about. First one's Jesse Lingard. I don't know what happened to him. The guy just disappeared. I don't know what. I don't know. I think he became the content creator for Nottingham Forest.
He was doing a gritty in the change room.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
got injured. He pulled a hamstring when he was.
I think
doing
yeah.
a
He's,
gritty.
no, I think that was like a transition period to
Lingard.
let everyone know he's the content creator. of
I
the
couldn't
club.
believe it because, like, bro, I was waiting for him to get an opportunity because at West Ham, he looked like Messi.
He was balling at West Ham.
He was the second coming of Messi in the Premier League, bro.
I was trying to swindle everyone, bro.
Some of
And
us
Nottingham took the bait, bro. That 200k a week.
200k a week, bro.
And they're staying up, so he gets
Yeah,
another
he's
season.
a
of
brand
the
new iPhone 14.
Here's a gimbal. Make content.
Social media manager.
I had so I had Lingard. I had Anthony, but it's a bit harsh. But I just because of the price tag, I think
Nunes has to go with him.
Yeah, if
Nunes
that's the
put
case.
together. I think.
Nunes
Darwin
as well.
Nunes.
Injured.
Darwin
He's been injured
mayonnaise.
more than half. I don't know more than he had a red card, so he's in there. But the main ones, you know what I'm gonna say? Chelsea's ones: Bissouma, Kukureya, and Koulibaly and Sterling. Someone we all forgot about, bro. Skamaka for West Ham.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a
Bro,
big
what
mistake.
happened to
He
him?
got hyped.
The guy got injured and just never ever. He never had
It was
any.
not- he doesn't feel like it was a Moy signing that one.
Nah, it was just more of like, let's buy this plane. And obviously Richarlison, best signing, number one for me is Zinchenko. I think he's changed. He's given him more confidence. You can say he's a leader, but the way they play football with him, it's very Liverpool did the same thing with Arnold. We started winning games.
Oh,
suits him.
you're welcome, man.
So you know what I mean.
Anytime.
Um,
Took you a while.
Lisandro Martinez, big shout out to him.
Took you a while.
Changed the whole defense. Even,
Hey,
Yeah, that was good.
even
one.
when Varane was there,
Yeah,
all right. People
yeah.
people say Varane, but even when Varane was there, they were never that safe, bro.
No.
Martinez came in and he's done absolutely. Even though he ended up in Narnia against Thing, Botman and Gibbs White, they were the
Yeah.
best
Yeah,
signings, bro.
huge too.
Gibbs White was gone, and Gibbs White's misses a rocket, so he gets the extra shout out. Man.
Best goal. My one. I think this is quite a unanimous one. And Ciso's goals against Chelsea and City. Can we just move on?
That's it.
Is that everyone's-
You can't refuse.
Nah, I'm actually gonna remind you, but go on.
There's some.
I'm
there's
happy
a
to
few
shout
more.
out other couple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
no,
on,
shout
go
him
on.
out, but
Yeah.
let's not dive into it too deep. Like I do.
Almiron's goal against Fulham was
Oh,
really
the under
crazy.
wing?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the on the volley,
Hey.
weird angle. Like, I don't even know how the hell he didn't even know. He couldn't believe it went in.
Yeah,
to be
he was
honest.
stripping out all it was.
And that was just in the October from his dreams that month. He just couldn't stop scoring bangers. Williams against Nottingham
Ooh,
Forest was
yep.
crazy.
That was one of the best goals I've watched.
Because
Bro.
the curve on that one was like wow, bro.
The work, the lead.
I had same in CISO. I had Olise's free kick
That
against
was
us.
sick too, yeah.
Yeah, the one that hit the bar and then went back in. Sorry, and then I had Rashi versus Arsenal only because
That's a nice
people
one.
were talking up Partey and he made him look like a mug.
he
and
sold
then he
him.
just
Wow,
went and
Partey scored a bomb this season.
yeah,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
The curler.
Yeah.
Nelson's
Two
goal was
actually,
mad
I
too.
think. Yeah, two.
Nelson's
Actually,
goal,
Rodri scored a couple.
Yeah.
yeah, he only
Bro,
scores
thi-
bangers.
this is hard. Like
this is
It's very hard.
you try to think.
That's
about
why I
it.
got like 10 here.
Oh, you know what? Matoma's like he had a curler.
Oh, the one where he spun Arnold?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
But time I made Joe Gamers with the ice spice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not only that, what's his
I'll
name?
send you the video of that. That's the
I know
best.
it went down as an own goal, but Jorginho
Nah, that was a
winner.
Strike.
Wow.
What a goal. Best goals.
We
Where
said
are we,
most
man?
of them, huh?
Where are we? No, I'm gonna remind you. Kevin De Bruyne's free kick against Leicester. Tough game that was, and he scored the
1-0.
goal. Trippier's against City.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your little credit.
Thank you.
with,
That was a good. Oh, what a game.
with Trippier. Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Bournemouth.
Yeah.
The
free
9-0. No, this is the off the rip. Boom.
Ah, yeah. The
Mahrez had a free kick too. That was hectic.
Yes, Amares. And the last one, fuck, Murphy versus Spurs.
Oh,
That's
He didn't even believe it.
screamer.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite, that tells his face. But one of my favorites is Mateus Nunes for Wolves against Chelsea.
oh yeah.
Oh, bro, that was just.
Oh, you know what? There's one more that just came to mind.
Go on.
St. Max against Wolves at the
Oh, the
90th
volley.
minute. Yeah, on the volley.
Actually, one more.
See, it's a long season,
yeah.
bro.
Mention today's goal, Decore against.
Yes.
Wow.
Bomb.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Just what it meant. That goal and what it meant, and
Tops
wow.
off a good season. Yeah.
I should have commentary of the season too, but this
Wow.
thing's gonna get too long.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Biggest howler of the season. Howler moment. Just something that made you sit there and go, what the fuck?
Tuchel
This
and
is-
Conte going back. That was I love
For me, it was Kyle Walker throwing the ball at Bernardo Silva's face.
I love Bernardo when he turns around. It's like, bro.
Bernardo wants to leave City so bad, cuz he
No,
wants.
it's because it could have costed us a trophy, but Pope handling the ball against Liverpool, and then we go down to just all went downhill from there for a little
Adrian,
bit.
For me, I had a couple. They're all United related. I said Ten Hag starting Maguire for the first 2 games, thinking that was going to go well. Signing Vergost. That was a bit of calamitous, and yeah,
The
At
word
least
goes
that's
to-
over.
huh?
At least that's over.
Yeah, fuck.
What? How
Cuz
much
he
time we in
missed-
now? He finally mentioned him.
He missed his goodbye goal.
I promise you, Weghorst will stay one more season.
Nah, he's gone.
They'll
bro.
keep him, bro.
He's gone.
Kane.
Gone.
Wow. João Felix, his debut, red card.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You know why it's a howler? Because he had such a good game.
yeah.
Best game.
Best game of like, one of his best games.
game.
Nunez headbutt on
His
on
debut
Joachim
game.
Anderson.
His second game.
Robertson getting elbowed by a linesman. I still don't know what. There was nothing done. Nick Pope, you said that. Bruno Fernandes getting
Touching the
asked to
ref.
sub off.
Apparently that didn't happen.
Bullshit. Right. His facial expressions like, get me off.
He
off.
also touched the ref in that game.
And he touched the
I was
ref.
going to add that as an
You had it,
honorable
you didn't want to
mention.
mention that. You got to look after your boys, eh? And the greatest howler of the whole season. I'm going to cap it off at the end because I'm going to wrap this up. Ronaldo walking off and Ronaldo's Piers Morgan interview.
Oh,
That was the biggest
How did we
howler.
forget that?
Yes. That's why
That's
I'm
how
here,
long the
cuz.
season's
That's why we're in
been.
suits, cuz. It's a long season.
How's this manager not in top manager of the season, bro? You have to deal with that.
Biggest individual stinker performance.
No, individual or team.
Individual or team, yeah, whatever.
It's hard to remember.
I went
one.
individual. and I just remember this because it made me so angry. Trent against Man City.
Yeah.
That was a
You
filthy
dissected that performance
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
the
was
guy
a
became
straight-
fucking Zidane after that. in
Yeah,
midfield.
after that when he went into midfield, but that was his probably last bad game, and that was a really bad game.
I just think Arsenal bottling.
This one is this should be unanimous. It
7-0.
was 5-0 in 20 minutes. The Spurs one, bro. The
I think we can
Newcastle
all agree with
Spurs
that one, eh?
It was literally like that game, and you had some life for like at least a little bit. Like, there
I was
some-
1-0 at half
It
time.
was 1-0 at halftime. Like, you
Yeah,
had
that's what I'm
some
trying to
hope.
say.
Cause this game was over at 8 minutes. It was 3-0 in 8 minutes.
And then
in
we're like,
20
how
minutes,
many?
It was 5-0. They were laughing and smiling and having fun.
Sportsbet's odds changed like 10 plus.
Suspended,
Yeah, went suspended.
everything suspended.
Yeah, because they knew they were about to lose money.
and
What's yours?
the fact that was a top 4 clash, like that was meant to be.
Yeah, remember
like,
the importance
I
of that
was
game?
nervous about that game because we had to win it.
For me, biggest individual stinker performance of the United. This was collective United against the top 9. So away at City, smashed. Away at Brentford, smashed. Away to Liverpool, smashed. Fucking away to Newcastle, smashed. Who else? We lost to Arsenal, we weren't smashed. But
You
the
guys
last
need
one-
better travel agents, get better hotels or something.
Something.
I don't know what it is.
So
But, like,
that's
that
my
doesn't- that
biggest.
doesn't- like they literally stayed at home and then they played against
City?
Oh
Oh, yeah,
Like,
true.
that doesn't- it's not the
Yeah,
truth.
but yeah, that's for me. Or us against top 9 away from home.
Man, I gotta go Newcastle Spurs. Liverpool Wolves. They beat us 3-0. That was one of the worst games, wallah. Yeah, I was pissed off that game, bro. Because if I say when we lost to Brighton, you never heard me say anything. Because them men play football. But Wolves are actually not a great team. Not like they were before. They used to at least play some ball before. That's one. And there's one from the Champions League where Napoli absolutely shredded us, bro. We had an absolute stinker.
Gomez.
Joe Gomez was double agent world phase.
Yeah, yeah.
We got 2 double agents. But yeah, man, that's my.
Final categories to wrap up the award show. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment down below what you think, what you'd vote for in each of these categories. But heading into the last one, it's the I'm him moment of the season and the fraud of the season.
Break.
And then the him moment of the season came against the same team in the same game. I've got 2. Got KDB standing up against Arsenal. And then Haaland just scoring the goal, that luscious lock just flowing
Getting it
you
out.
know, like, it's like, I didn't even care anymore.
And he
I don't
broke-
need...
He broke the record
That's a
with
good
that
one.
too.
That's a good one.
It's like, I don't even need a tied
Yeah.
up boy. So that was my other him moment.
Fred?
My fraud is God. It was it's got to be Lamps, I guess, man. Bro's just can't.
Lampard, you cleaned up today, brother. You have cleaned up
at
today.
at least you won something, bro. At least you won something, Frank.
My fraud. I will do I'm him
Wait,
together.
you didn't do the I'm him.
And I will do I'm him together.
Yeah.
We both have the same one. I know exactly what he's gonna say.
I agree with the 2.
All right. Fraud. You might say what? I'm gonna go with Klopp. The last 10 games, he realised what we've been yelling for 2 years. Trent needs to play midfield. Trent needs to play midfield. Trent needs to play midfield. What happens? We do it. What happens? We start 10 games undefeated, whatever it was. So I know I love Klopp and everything, but it's time to be realistic. We have to speak about that. That had to change, and it has to be Todd Bowley, not Chelsea. Todd Bowley, bro, because they were doing well even when they first sold. They were still doing all right, and then he just, I don't know, bro, went crazy. And I'm him moment. I'm gonna let you present this one since it's your team, it's your striker, it's your player.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, bro. It was.
I agree. You know what? Yeah, that-
Context,
yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
It was cinematic, bro. Like with everything, like Wilson talking smack about the game beforehand and everything, and then we're versing West Ham, and the goalkeeper comes out and Isak chips it over him, and he's standing next to the goalkeeper with his just arms on his side of the hips,
And
watching
then
the ball go
We
in
put
right
the
next to
man
him.
on Instagram.
Yeah, and then he posts it. It was so cold, man.
Bro, that was one of the
In the
best.
Saudi kid too.
I wish
Don't forget.
I wish
That's
I
why
I
it
supported Newcastle so I can
Just for that
upload that pic.
Yeah,
anywhere,
bro,
anywhere.
that was.
You can still, even that his goals against Tottenham at the end, we just started saying, "Wow,
Yeah, he's like,
too easy now."
He's
Too easy.
good, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
so
hey, he's
good.
gonna be a bloke that a lot of people are gonna hate.
And he also
And he's young too.
scored at at Anfield, bro, in his first game.
First game, ice cold, bro.
And it was.
That's when I fell in love, bro. It's the moment. Love at first
He's
sight.
gonna be. Oh man,
I got an I'm him moment, and what's wrong? What's that?
No idea.
Okay, I was tripping out. I got an I'm him moment. It's dedicated to one man and one man only because he was there to see it live. Mo Salah spinning Cancelo to the Bundesliga and scoring that one goal against Man City. Liverpool were in the worst film of their life, and Mems went and seen it. But let me get you comfortable, please. At least you didn't pay $1,200 to see a battering. You paid £70. Shout out to you, Zach, my brother. I love you.
£30.
£30. There we
Be the
go.
fraud of the season. Nah,
Fraud of the
I love you.
Order of the season, Zach Howler.
I don't break up enough, man. Oh, yeah, just for the funniest moments, I'll just chuck them in quickly. Conte and Tuchel's fight.
Amazing.
All right, unbelievable.
Amazing.
Conte-
Especially at the end when Tuchel was doing that.
But that was the funniest shit
On the
ever.
media part, that was too good.
Conte's interview,
Oh, yeah.
classic, absolute
there.
classic. Steelini, this is so much Tottenham related, getting sent off for absolutely nothing. He's just like, what the hell did I do, bro? Klopp doing his hamstring against Spurs. That was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I got two more, Haaland and Godfrey.
Yeah.
When they were talking back to each other and Haaland done that meme face. And the last one is Richarlison's Penguin celebration. Only to lose the game 30 seconds later.
As you can tell, Richarlison and Lampard have cleaned up
Bro,
today.
didn't he have like a mad celebration and the goal was disallowed too?
Oh, yeah. But bro, you have to
He had a Kareem Bullet moment.
Bro, he came off the bench against
Bullet.
Liverpool. He's an Evertonian, ex-Evertonian. He scored the goal there's no bigger moment for him in his career other than scoring for Brazil. And then we can score like 30 seconds after.
What a god.
Guys, if you've made it this far, these awards have been presented to you by the lads.
We love you.
Loved presenting this season to you. We love bringing you the content, the news, the videos. It's been such a pleasure. And we do not stop now. We're only growing and we're going to be posting so much more really exciting stuff coming up. The weekly episodes will continue to drop. We're not stopping, guys. Okay? So thank you for tuning into the award show. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
And do all that fun stuff. And hey, don't forget, we've got the NRL content still coming out.
It's going off,
UFC
man.
hasn't stopped
Yes,
this
sir.
season. So make sure you subscribe, man, and more content to come.
We're going to be changing the content a bit because there's no football to report about anymore. So we're just going to be talking about random in general shit, getting to know us more maybe. You only know us on our football side, so we're going to dive deep. Mems is going to come up with the questions. And boys, if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to vent about, whatever it is, it could be about anything. If you don't want it to be in thing, let me know, but we'll discuss it on the pod. And yeah, we're trying to how do you say it, Mems?
We're trying to broaden our horizon.
Broaden our horizon. I love you all. Thank you all. Take it easy.